I think you could be an active gooner and still be a successful person within society, you know? Just because you're a gooner doesn't mean, like, you know, it's Jover for you, right? You're fine. To the chatter, are you really trying to pretend like this isn't a gooner safe space? It's comparable to Asian Bunny X's community. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. Asian Bunny X's community, I'm pretty sure they actually watch the stream with their dick in hand, okay? I don't think anybody's watching this stream dick in hand, all right? Let's relax. Let's relax. You're saying we don't? I would like to imagine you don't, you know? If you goon too much, doesn't it just warp your perception? Depends, right? Like, it's a slippery slope, right? If you continue to push your threshold to, like, of like, how far you have to go to goon, further and further from reality, right? Like, let's say you start from vanilla, then you start, like, watching, like, you know, maybe a little femdom and stuff like that, but then you start watching fucking, like, alien invasion, abduction, anal probing. It's like, okay, all right. And then you start watching, like, some crazy, like, at a certain point, it's getting into some realms where, like, okay, that's just not rooted in reality, buddy. Like, what are you, huh? And then at that point, like, it could be bad, right? But, like, just don't let it go that far. The ultimate gooning material is just going for smut. What if, hypothetically, someone has your stream in the background while playing a porn game or gooning? That's a little weird. Okay. Obviously, I'm not this way anymore because I'm a mature, older man now, right? Wise in my years. And I have a beautiful, wonderful girlfriend, so I don't do this anymore. But back in the day, when I was a peak gooner, am I the only one? If there's other noise, that's weird. Like, I could never fathom watching another streamer on the side while watching porn. That's just weird. It's like, nah, like, that needs to be separated. Turn the stream off, mute it, something, and then focus on what's at hand, and then you go back, you know? Like, you don't do the two at the same time. So, like, I don't believe there can be anybody that's watching my stream and gooning at the same time. That's just, like, that's just weird. Yeah, nah. That's too weird. Too weird. Like, unless you, like, get off to that or something, you know? Which, like, again, I'm not kink shaming, but it's a little weird still, you know? I do. Nah, you don't. Stop making sure. Bro, have you seen the shit IRL said in your Discord? Bro, goons way too much. Chat, do you believe 100% of the things some of your fellow gooners type in chat and in Discord? I don't. I think a lot of people do exaggerate what they're about, you know? For sure. There's no way everybody is, like, 100% being honest, right? That would be just crazy. Why lie on the internet? Internet is the best place to lie. What do you mean? Bro, he showed us his YouTube history. He had 5 mommy ASMR videos already watched. Let's not shame someone, chat. Okay? I feel like we've all been there in one way or another in terms of loneliness, right? Like, no reason to shame a fellow brother, you know, in a time of loneliness. Like, come on, chat. Like, Aurelia literally has the jumpstart starter kit for lonely man in his, like, mid-20s, right? Or whatever he is. Because what is he doing? Suddenly, existentially gymming really hard. Talking about gooning nonstop, right? Like, he's at that moment in life where pretty much, you know, he's a little lonely. And I've been there, you know? I've been there. I think a lot of us probably have been there where, you know, you feel like nothing's working out. Nobody loves you. Nobody's giving you attention. You feel like if you recreate yourself, right, go to the gym, work out, get shredded, right, maybe that'll make people like you. But then you realize it doesn't matter because it's the personality that people don't like about you. And then you... that last part I was just shitposting about Aurelia. But why is bro projecting? I don't think that I'm projecting there at all, actually. What are you saying, huh? I think obviously I don't have a big sample size, but from most of the people I've talked to, they mostly say I have a decent personality. Okay. All right. Albeit fucking addicted to video games, but that's not a bad thing, right? Can you stop bullying your It's not a personality, man. Personality you can change. It's my ugly face. You can change that too. We live in the era. We live in the era. Okay? You can change everything about yourself. And Kashima, I will always say this. I believe there's someone out there for everybody. Okay? I always use this as an example. If my dumbass, right, can get a girlfriend, so can you, chat. Really? Do you look at me and be like, damn, that guy's got lots of riz? Do you ever think that? Fuck no. So if I could get a girlfriend, bro, anybody can. Okay? You just have to believe. You owe Atsu? No, motherfucker. Atsu just fucking made it quicker.
Considering how much money you waste,
Lily already
I'd
liked
say
me and
video
was in chat
addiction is a
before
bad
Atsu,
thing.
okay? It's not true. He just expedited the process. Okay? Considering how much money you waste, I'd say video addiction is a bad thing. Waste is a crazy term. It's called reinvestment. 1 out of a million, possibly. Good one, Fob? No. So here's the issue with life, chat. Here's the issue that we as humans suffer through. Okay? This is the problem. These are humans. Yeah? These are humans over here. Right? We, as humans, have only roundabout, I would say, what's like the average nowadays? 70 years? Right? 70 years to live. In those 70 years, we have to somehow find a skill or a talent, something we're good at. In those 7 years, we also have to find that person that we love. In those 70 years, we have to find, like, what else do you have to find? I think that's mainly it, right? I think that's mostly it, right? I think that's pretty much it. A job? I mean, I think that's all stuff is all pretty much like, maybe, sure, but I think these two are the biggest things, right? And the issue is, how many of us can sit here and say we are definitively doing what we believe we were born to do? Right? Because to this day, I don't believe I was born to stream. You know? I don't think with our short-lived lives, we have the opportunity, at least the majority of us, to find out what we were born to do. Because how do we know? It might be swimming. It might be running. It might be drawing. It might be OnlyFans, right? It might be fucking... you might be really fucking good at standing on one toe. You might be really fucking good at doing quadruple backflips, right? Like, how can we as humans, within 70 years, be able to find what we're fucking good at, right? It's really fucking hard. And then now take that and then compound it with the fact that it's really fucking hard for us to find our true love as well, right? Like, I think most people who are able to find that are very lucky. You know, I am very lucky, right? But not everybody can say that. But at that same time, chat, you know what this all boils down to? I 100% believe every human has a skill that they are really good at. Something. I believe every human also has a love out there. Someone who will vibe with them, who will actually connect with them, right? Beyond any other person. 1,000,000%, right? It's just finding this that is really hard. So if you find yourself currently in a position where you feel like you can't find anybody that likes you, you can't find out what you're good at, don't worry. Everybody else is also right there with you. But the one beacon of light is that knowing that there is something out there, right? I think the existential dread occurs only if you feel like these don't exist. If you feel like these don't exist, that's when it's like, doom, you want to fucking die, right? Fucking skull emoji. I don't fucking... skull emoji, all right? Like, you'll fucking want to die, All right, that's no bueno. But like, as long as you believe these exist, you're fucking chilling, man. So, like I said, I 100% believe there's someone out there for everybody. I 100% believe there's something everybody is good at. In fact, I actually think there's probably a plethora of things that people are good at. It's just finding that thing, you know? That's really fucking hard. So, yeah, I don't want an intimate relationship, though. I want to ride solo. That's fine, too. 100%, right? There are plenty of people that live through life and die single, and there still are some of the happiest people on the planet. Not everybody needs a relationship, right? I think that's something also a lot of people need to realize. Not everybody is built for a relationship. Not everybody needs another person, right? A counterpart, right? Like, I think there are 100% a lot of people that are very fucking good at just existing solo, and in fact, having a counterpart within their life would actually hold them back. So, you know, just a little bit of 2 cents. If you could reincarnate into any anime world as an MC, what anime would you choose?
Okay, stage is mine. I'm here. Down strategy.
This is the only stream we can go from discussing overdose on gooning to the meaning and purpose of life 2 minutes later. Straw.
I'm trying to think. What anime would I actually want to be born in? I would be down to be born as the main character for the world God only knows. I know it's a harem, but he doesn't really fuck with the other girls. Right? He has one girl, right, that he ends up with. And that's like, I don't know. There's just something poetic about who he ends up with. Right? And I like it. Bro, I don't want, like, see, you guys are thinking like JJK, Dragon Ball, Naruto. Like, I don't want that. I want a simple life, right? Living the like, chat, you want to know what makes my day? You want to genuinely know what makes my day? This is what makes my day. Not winning gacha, not winning 50-50, none of that. You know what makes my day? Waking up, I see Lily sleeping next to me, little drool coming out of her mouth onto the pillow, and it's like, I'm like, okay. And then I see Lily, or I see Tori right next to her, between me and her, fucking full legs splayed like that. I wake up, and that's like, that makes my fucking day, bro. I wake up and I just like look over, Lily's fucking peacefully sleeping. Dodi's got his legs up and he's snoring as well. That's perfection. That is, if I could have that forever, I could die happy, right? That's all I want in life. I don't need fucking anime powers. I don't want anything like that. I just want a happy ending. You know, you're a slice of life MC. Exactly. This is why I love slice of life. I love just these simple things, right? No, I don't need anything crazy. I don't need any superpowers, or I don't need a harem, nothing like that. There's just something so serene about just waking up, seeing your loved ones near you, and then just seeing that they're all okay. And it's just like, and I realized this like a year, 2 years ago, when I just woke up randomly and I just like watched Lily and Tori sleep, and I was like, damn, why does this make me so fucking happy? And it's like a happiness I've never really felt, right? Where you just feel like everything in the universe is like the way it should be. That is all I need.